Happy New Year. Happy 2016. I hope everybody had a great, last time we saw you, everybody, was you were eating hot dogs. That's the last time I saw you folks, about 3 weeks ago. So we'll catch up. I want to, if I'm talking fast, that's because we're kind of pressed for time. It's really our pleasure, and we have such a great opportunity to hear from a professional expert. I want to introduce to you Mr. Jerry Lulejian. Jerry is an attorney by trade and by practice. On the second page, there's actually a copy of his bio. But quickly, Jerry's been in the law profession since 1982. He's had his own private practice. He specialized as a private attorney for 8 years in focusing on intellectual property. He spent the latter part of his career working with the district attorney's office.
Worker went out into the undergrowth and started grinding on one of these metal pipes in the middle of summer to try to fix one of these irrigation places for their cows and so on. So he's grinding out in the middle of these dry weeds, and the sparks fly into the dry weeds, start a fire, and it gets away almost immediately because it's July 4th. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning, so it's real hot. Takes off, becomes the second largest fire in California history. Took $154 million to suppress by the federal government. There's a law that says that if you start a fire that gets on federal land and they have to put the fire out, you have to pay for every dollar that it costs to put that fire out. So here came $154 million to the doorstep of the limited liability company owned by those big movie producers out of LA. Okay, well, all that the limited liability company owned was the land, but the people who owned the land were very rich people. Well, what happened was the government came in and took the land, took the insurance money, and those people who were movie producers weren't touched otherwise. So they didn't lose $154 million. They lost maybe $1 million or $2 for whatever the land is worth. So they limited their liability that way. So we have to think about starting out our businesses using these separate legal entities as a way to limit liability. That's one very important aspect. The next thing I want to talk about, because we don't have a lot of time, is the area of what's called securities law. You are going to eventually want to get out and have people invest in your business. Once you get people putting money into your business and expecting something in return for that money that they're investing, they expect to be somehow owners in some way or have a right to get any profits. Something more than just a loan. If it's a simple loan, then we're not dealing with securities. But if it's anything beyond that, and they're expecting a return, you're into the area of securities. And to give you just a little bit of a fear of this area, if you were to even offer a security or offer a security in the state of California without a license for doing that, it's a felony. So, and there are exemptions that are out there, but you have to make absolutely sure that you're within those exemptions before you start offering these opportunities that you may have. You may have a business that's got a great potential, and you want to offer that opportunity to a certain number of people so that you can get that capital that you need to actually start the business out. Once you know that you're going to want to do that, and even before you offer it, you've got to go to an attorney to make sure that you're in the clear on the securities issues. Because if you don't, then you're going to walk right into potentially a felony, and you're also going to possibly look into huge amounts of civil liability that you don't need to do. Because in the proper case, if someone invests in your business and it just dies, everyone should just go home and say, okay, well, we just lost on that, rather than people getting sued and going to jail as the process of doing that. The next area I want to get into, because I only have a couple minutes, is the area of trade secrets. Now, I know a lot of you people are getting business ideas together. New products, new ideas for products, new ways to make things, all sorts of new stuff. Maybe that's never been done before, because if it was done before, you probably wouldn't even be trying to do it. You'd be doing something new, right? Well, trade secret law is very important for you to understand, because trade secret is actually a property right. It is as valuable a property right as anything you have, your car, your house, or anything else. The theft of a trade secret in the state of California is a felony, so that it is a very valuable right. All you have to do in order to have a trade secret is first you have to have something that is not generally known in your industry, whatever it is. That whatever that is has to give you a competitive advantage over whoever is your competition in that particular field. If you have those two things, you own a trade secret in whatever that trade secret is. So let's say you have a new product idea. No one's ever come out with that particular product idea before, and it's not generally known in the industry. So far, no one really knows about it. You're the only one who knows about it. You want to maintain that trade secret right for as long as you can, because if you don't, you're going to probably end up having somebody else take that idea and go and run with it. But if you maintain the trade secret, that is by doing all reasonable things to keep it secret, then you will have the property right that if it were stolen from you, then you could get redress through the criminal courts and through the civil courts for whatever your losses are for that trade secret being lost. So it's a property right. It's a very valuable property right. So what you have to do to make sure that you never give it up is anyone who's looking at your idea has to first sign a confidentiality agreement saying that they will not either disclose or use your idea at any time. If they're not willing to sign that, you cannot have something that was actually just penned on a piece of paper, and we sold the right to the trade secret to a company because it was that good of an idea. So it has value. You can sell it, but you have to maintain it to have that right. Otherwise, you're going to lose it. Most likely, you're probably going to lose it because you negligently give it away. It's more likely than to have it being stolen. Okay? Do I have any more time? Because I got to go run over to class. Is it good time? About time? Yeah, I got to go. I'm sorry, I don't have any more time, but I'd like to come back eventually and then be able to do some more.